We're living in an era of mass censorship and book burning. I have comments that come in on my videos and very quickly disappear. And the other day I noticed a comment from a regular contributor whose comment disappeared almost before I had time to read it. I read half of it and it was gone. But as I know he's a regular on the channel, I messaged him and said, look, your comment on the last video has been taken down, not by me, but by YouTube. If you want to put it back up and maybe word it differently, we might have a chance of hearing what it is you're trying to say. And after several attempts, he managed to rehash it in a way that was coded that would get the message across. And by the way, there was no hate speech or anything like that in what he was trying to convey. It was just a touchy subject. And when you upload a video about these touchy subjects, automatically in the description, YouTube will attach a Wikipedia article that relates to the official line about whatever story it is. So if you want to make a video about COVID-19, you will have a Wikipedia article automatically uploaded into the description of your video, and the same is true for various other subjects. And a website like Wikipedia, which can be edited by absolutely anyone, and of course they have to give sources and citations. However, there are groups with agendas who will pay individuals to make sure that Wikipedia is conveying their narrative. So it's certainly not an impartial source of information, although in theory anyone can edit it or change it or correct it. So this comment finally got up there, and it was very, very coded and rephrased, and the guy that put it up was actually quite clever about it. And it was almost like the way Cockney rhyming slang was invented by elements of the East London criminal community who wanted to be able to speak about their business in front of the police without detection. So we ended up with phrases like apples and pears and whatever else. But because of this mass censorship and deplatforming of people that talk about certain issues or express certain opinions, not even the facts are incorrect, it's your opinion that's wrong. And very often people will be debating about the same facts, they just have a different opinion. We're not arguing about what happened, we're arguing about whether it was justified what happened. Now, how can you really chastise someone or censor someone for having an incorrect opinion, a different perspective? It's quite frightening, but you end up having a culture of dog whistles, and certain phrases will be mentioned and people will say, oh, well, that's a dog whistle for so-and-so, meaning this, meaning that. And certainly, for example, when Tommy Robinson says anyone who likes football should get to central London on Saturday, that is a dog whistle for all the football firms, or as we also call them, football hooligans, to descend on a far right march. But because we're now dealing with this murky language and not knowing what people really mean, are they really saying what they really mean, you can then accuse anybody of saying anything. And someone like David Icke can then be accused of denying certain periods in history, certain atrocities in history, because he is alleged to be talking in coded language. Meanwhile, at the same time, David Icke is talking about the period of history and acknowledging that it happened. So I just wish we could all say exactly what we mean and argue it out. Let the truth come out. Let the truth win. Have your day in court. But it would seem not, and I'm seeing regularly, especially in the live chat, you'll notice as the chat is coming in, certain messages will be flagged straight away, automatically. This is by artificial intelligence, I assume. And certain chats are acceptable, certain chats are not acceptable according to the AI. But also, not only are videos being censored and comments being censored, also I will find that certain subjects, when I publish a video on a certain subject, it will be inundated with spam messages from nefarious websites and accounts with women in various degrees of undress, writing comments such as, "Will you be my boyfriend?" I thought it was legitimate fan mail at first, and then I realised, no, this is a bit much. And not even "will you be my boyfriend," comments such as, "will anyone be my boyfriend?" And it's very strange that this mass spamming only happens on certain subject material. I can understand why YouTube, owned by Google, would censor certain content. They've obviously got an agenda, and it's their company, and it's up to them. But if a video is being inundated with spam advertising these untoward websites, and other videos are not, surely that is a case for that subject being targeted by an outside source, not by Google, not by YouTube, not by the algorithm, although the algorithm does it as well. It's such a shame, isn't it, that the word algorithm has come to have such a negative connotation. The same thing happened with the school exam results, and I wonder if the great mathematician Al-Khwarizmi is turning in his grave. We have talked a lot about artificial intelligence on this channel recently. A lot of people have been saying that they're very much in favour of it, but recently it has let me down, and I have felt it working against me. Anyway, let me know if anything I've said resonates with you, if you've had similar strange spam comments on any of your videos. And please don't spam this video with comments, but you're welcome to contribute as always. And a recent video I made, I end up having to be really vague about what it is I'm talking about, and the message went over one commenter's head. He completely missed the point of a video I made talking about a hypothetical situation where America is actually racist, and I was actually drawing a comparison with a real life racist situation that we have in the world at the moment. But because of the algorithm and the censorship, I was speaking about it in a very neutral impartial and anonymous way. And this angered one of our fans in the comments and was saying, oh, why don't you just speak in plain terms? But sometimes it's good to speak in parables. Why did Jesus speak in parables? Why didn't he just literally spell it out word for word? Oh, you should help other people, by the way. No, he told the story of the Good Samaritan. And I think if you tell a story like that, then the message will only reach the people that actually take an interest. And I hope that the people watching this video, if you've survived this long, the 10-minute mark, presumably you're actually taking an interest in what this channel is about. And I appreciate that. So thank you for watching. Keep your comments clean, no swearing, and no mentioning words that will trigger the algorithm. You know what words they are. I can't say them, but you know what they are. Thank you for watching.